Good afternoon. It is hump day. And I am the president and CEO for Veterans Council Veterans. And you're going to start seeing me more often as I give you updates in the coming months. So you got to see my pretty face, released on the Wednesdays at 12 o'clock. And I got a lot to cover. But first, I always got to go through my intro. Good afternoon. Happy hump day on a Wednesday. And I tell you, I know you guys haven't seen me in a long time, but you're going to see a lot more because Veterans Council Veterans, we are doing a lot. We're grinding. We just don't talk about it. We be about it. And I've got a lot to cover. But first, let me tell you about what we've been doing for the last month. Our last episode, I was very proud of having. It was great. We had opportunity to, this is Sergeant First Class Alan Cash. He was awarded the Medal of Honor. And it took a while to get there to 2021. The event happened 2005, and it took that long to get the Medal of Honor. We had on one of his battle buddies, Sergeant Major Martin Celestine. He was E6 at the time, but Sergeant Major now. We also had a small clip with General Gary Brito, who at the time was a battalion commander, is now the trade-out commander. And we also got a chance to talk to some of the family members, which included Aaron Scott, which would go by Nikki, and also Casanel. They also talked to us. We had a great time, ending up on Black History Month, talking about Sergeant First Class Alan Cash. So one of the things we're coming right up, and I really want to talk about, I'm so excited about it. March is Women's History Month. And what Veterans Council Veterans is doing, we're going to actually honor some women who have achieved the rank of E9. And those who are not familiar with, when it comes to the rank of E9, it is the highest you can get as enlisted, and less than 2% of the military actually achieve that rank, and probably lower than that when it comes to women veterans. Because one thing we do know about is just a fact: the military is a male-dominated profession, and to achieve that in the military is a great accomplishment. And I want to make sure that we have some great guests who are going to be on. This is going to be on the 20th of March at 11 a.m. And you will see it on our LinkedIn. If you're part of LinkedIn for me, if you're part of my friends on Facebook, if you're part of my Veterans Council Veterans Inc. Facebook, and you're part of my group. So, and then our YouTube channel, please subscribe. But this is going to be a great women's history. We're going to talk to Tanya Oxidine, Command Sergeant Major. She's now retired. She was Command Sergeant Major, 82nd Airborne. You've probably seen her before on a couple other Veterans Council veteran events. Army, we're going to have Command Chief Master Sergeant Shay G, and she's actually the senior enlisted for MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa. Thank you. Command Chief Master Sergeant G. Also, Anitra Keith, she is actually Master Chief for the U.S. Coast Guard. That's right, we got the Coast Guard had E9s. I think when last talking to Anitra, she had just like 16 of them. So we're going to talk to her. She's active duty. Both Chief Master Sergeant, Command Chief Master Sergeant G and Anitra are also still active duty. And then finally, we have Christina Koch, and she is the Master Chief in the Navy. So we're going to have a great conversation. We're going to see just how much that these ladies have in common, and then maybe some things that may be different. And you'll see as you start understanding these different branches why it's so important. This is very diverse, and when I say diverse, I'm not just talking about race. I'm talking about branch as well, and we can see what it takes for women to achieve that high rank. And I'm excited to be there. Again, it's on March 20th, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And you'll see it on LinkedIn, you'll see it on my Facebook, and you'll see it on our YouTube channel. Some I'm also very excited about, very, very excited. This is Veterans Council Veterans' second annual Military Sexual Trauma Conference, and it's going to happen in St. Pete College at the Gibbs campus. And one thing you don't know is, one thing I want to tell you about is a couple things. First, Florida has the second largest women veteran population in the country. And we've also seen reports that military sexual assaults are increasing, not only just in the Army, but in the academies as well. And what are we doing about it? We got to stop talking about it, and we got to start being about it. And this was going to happen on 9th and 10th of June, that we will be talking about it and doing something about it. One thing I also want to mention, that women veterans have twice the rate of suicide than non-women veterans, according to a report from RAND. And the major reason why? Military Sexual Trauma Conference. Even though I said women veterans, this conference is also for male sexual assault survivors, LGBTQ, because at the end of the day, it's you serve if you serve. So again, on 9th to 10th of June, be there on those 2 days. We're looking for sponsors, because we don't want to have to charge the veteran for this event. So we're going to expect the sponsors and donors to pick up that ticket. So instead of just saying, thank you for our service, be a donor, be a sponsor for our upcoming event. Email me, and we can get this thing going. Finally, this is what is coming up. This is Veterans Council Veterans' 9th annual special memorial ceremony, and these are for families and friends of for veterans and first responders who died by suicide. We always hear, for Memorial Day, that's a time when you honor and remember those who died during war. But there are also people who have the war went from them, what happened when they were overseas, to when they get home, and unfortunately they succumb by dying by suicide. This event is to give relief and sanctuary and safety for those who may have lost a veteran or first responder to suicide. It has the same trappings as the memorial. We have an invocation, we have guest speakers, we play taps, we got everything. So if you can be there, it's on May 27th at American Legion Post 5, 3010 West Kennedy Boulevard, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. You are definitely invited to be there, and we're hoping to be there. It's a great time. It's very powerful. So we want to know what's going on when it comes to Veterans Council Veterans. Whoo! You see that? You see what Veterans Council Veterans, if people want to know about Veterans Council Veterans, we do a lot, and we want to thank to our people who are sponsors, who help us out. We're talking about Project Vet Relief, for thank you for your donations, to make sure that we continue to do what we're doing. We're also looking at American Legion Post 63 and Winter Garden and the Challenge 22. Those guys have a lot to do with us trying to continue on and grind and stop talking about it, but be about it. We want to make sure I get those shout outs. Oh, so that's what we're doing there. I just want you to know about Veterans Council Veterans. You'll see me once a week now, starting every Wednesday at 12 o'clock p.m. God willing. So this is Veterans Council Veterans giving you our CEO update. See you on the 20th of March, 11 a.m. as we honor Women History Month by having 4 special guests, her joining the E9. Be there, and I'll see you then. Until then, this is Veterans Council Veterans. I'm the CEO from Veterans Council Veterans, Tony Williams. See you then. Outro.